Going on, my people? Huh? What's going on, y'all? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me on the microphone right now. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, yeah. Give me a thumbs up. What's up, my people? Hollering that whoop de woo. Got a little microphone slippage right here. Where we at with it? Where we at? Where we at, baby? Huh? Tyler, what's up? Give me a thumbs up. How's everybody feeling out there today? Got my mic hooked up. We good? We good to go? They tell me about the algorithm. They say I gotta go live every once in a while to keep my followers engaged. I like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. You know, I'm here chilling, doing a little something, something. Of course, you know, I got to plug in the juice. Huh? Y'all check out the juice yet? West Juice, Wesley.com. Y'all know what's up. Height Light Photography, my guy. Appreciate the flicks from last week, man. Racket, we set it off. We set it off up in there, man. Appreciate everybody checking in. Hey, how's it going, big guy? All right. Yeah, we checking in, man. Getting a little work done. Obviously, like I said, go to Wesley.com, get your juice, man. We got the travel packets popping off. Health is wealth and not much else, man. Just got off the phone with my pops. I'm actually pretty glad to be talking to y'all, man. You know, my dad's one of those guys, super older black man, super stubborn, very hard to get him to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? To look at life differently, awaken his consciousness, all that shit is black folk in general. So here we are in a space where, you know, we trying to raise the vibrations around the world, man. And everybody can't go. Everybody can't go on this trip, y'all. I hate to tell you. Everybody don't want to eat healthier. Some people want to drink and smoke and do the unhealthiest things in their life every day. You gotta let them. You gotta let them be who they be, man. We gonna rise up, though. You see me? I got my chlorophyll lemon water. Oh, it's beautiful. If you haven't already, man, go to Wesley.com. Check out the Egypt retreat, man. We are less than 60 days away from our retreat up the Nile in Cairo, Egypt. We traveling to Aswan. We traveling to the pyramids. We going all over. SpokenWordYoga.com. You can check us out, man. We got this wonderful 9-day yoga retreat. And it's black layer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these trips, a lot of these retreats you see around the world and around the country are hosted by Caucasian people. And I don't want to, you know, alienate anybody, but my goal and my vision here is to decolonize the wellness industry, right? Starting with here with the juice, but also in other aspects. Because if you're not careful, right, the white male hierarchy will take over as they've done in a lot of other spaces, and we ain't going for that. Now it's a new day. It's a new day and age. We got new information. We got new people coming along on this journey, and I couldn't be more excited. You know, here I am, 33 years old. I really don't count age, by the way, but 33 is what they say on my birth certificate that was issued by the government. And I feel good. I feel pretty wise for my age, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people come to me for different tips, wisdom. You know, like I say, one of my favorite sayings, of course, for y'all who have heard me speak before, is that a smart man learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Y'all hear me on that? A smart man learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Now, I've been pretty damn smart my whole life, right? Make a mistake, I learned from it. Then, you know, it came back to bite me in the ass. Now I realize the best way to live life is to learn the mistakes where you don't have to go through the bullshit to learn it. Why? I take wise over smart any day. There's a lot of smart people who thought they were so smart. Then the pandemic hit. They ain't know how to handle it. Huh? They were almost too smart for their own good. And of course, in this country, sometimes smart is a synonym for indoctrinated. Highly indoctrinated people out here who just go on with whatever they see next on the news, right? Shout out to my people all over, man. Checking in, Twan, King Jefferson, my boy Dre. Shout out to Gamecock. Shout out to the Bull City, man. I appreciate every time my folks get to come in and check me out. I can't play the music on here no more because Obviously, they be flagging my shit, man. But obviously, go to Wesley.com. Check out the West Juice, man. Get your gut right. It's gonna be a cold winter. I see a lot of, they say that a record high number of repossessions for cars this summer. People getting their cars taken back. I mean, car prices have dropped dramatically, right? Because if people getting their cars repoed, now the price of the car is going back down. So understand what's happening around us, man. They want you to be distracted by everything they show you on the news. They want your eyes and your attention to be elsewhere than what's going on right in your own home, your own soul, right? Spirit cooking. I know this is off subject, but I saw somewhere the other day, they said, porn is free because you pay with your soul. Whew! Well, that shit blew my mind. Pornography is free because the payment is your soul. Now, if you know about me, everything I've been talking about, man, transmutation, really channeling that sexual energy, man. Sexual energy is creative energy, right? Far too often, as fellas, we ready to go release that wherever, right? We ready to go be fruitful and multiply. But that's really not the way to go. Shout out my man Devon up in here, Black Airbender. My people up in here, man. I'm gonna wave at everybody. I'm gonna say what's up. Go Gamecocks. I will be back in the South Carolina area too at the end of the month, man. Shout out to my South Carolina Gamecocks. SEC, you know where to be. A lot of people don't even know. I don't post as much football stuff as I really could, man. But I was really like that. You know what I'm saying? I was really like that. I don't even know. My boy bought a badge. I don't even know what that means when you buy a badge. What does that mean, Devon? My guy Devon, the Black Airbender, always on point. Very knowledgeable brother. If y'all don't know, man, if y'all don't know about breathing and scalar breath and all of the ways that we can regenerate and recharge ourselves through the breath, y'all go check out the Black Airbender. I know we're going to be doing some work together in the very near future, man, because breath is life. Breath is definitely life. We're going to have to get to it. Yeah, man, Garcia, that's my boy too. Shout out to Steven Garcia, all the former players from the 2010, 2011, 12 season that we will be reconvening at the end of this month. Y'all know how we got down, man. South Carolina Gamecocks, that's what it's all about. I'm just glad to still be here, healthy. I can move all my limbs. I can talk to y'all with no delayed cognitive response, right? Still got my brain here, people. I'm pretty much retired unless the NFL come back with a offer that I can't refuse, and I might have to get back on the field. But for the most part, I'm retired, and I feel very good, right? I feel super healthy. I only broke a couple bones, right? I got a screw in my foot. I broke my foot twice. But a lot of guys are dealing with neurocognitive issues after playing football, and they're not talking about it enough. Like, they really messed up, okay? And it's worrying me. You see a lot of these guys, even execs, 40, 50 years old, just passing away, man, and I don't want to get flagged on here, but y'all know how I feel about that jabbity jab. That ain't helping nobody. That's not helping your neurocognitive function. I got my actual neighbor here. I got a neighbor from Italy. He brought back his mama from Italy, because, I don't know if y'all know about Italy. They are mandating the 4th vaccine for a lot of their residents. Number 4. Like, if you 1, 2, 3, 4, they own it. And his mom, my neighbor's mom, was having trouble with difficulties after she had the 2nd jab. She started having headaches, chest pain. She's a very healthy eater, never got sick before in her life. And my boy went straight back to Italy, got his mama, and brought her back because, they tripping over there. I took it last year, man. That was one of the worst places I traveled as far as the COVID mandates and all that shit, man. So now we got to take our health into our own hands, man. As Hippocrates said, if you are not your own doctor, you are a fool. If you are not your own doctor, then you are a fool. That's why the West Juice is so prevalent in my life, right? All these superfood ingredients, organic. Dr. Charlie Ware out of Hollywood, Florida, helped me concoct this, man. I take it every day. I got some. Mix it with the water. Shake, shake, shake. Drink. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Oh, you had one dose of the Pfizer and not another one. All right, hey, look, and that's another thing I want to talk about. MCG, I appreciate you being honest on here, because there's a lot of people around the country and around the world who don't really speak out about the fact that they went along with the status quo and got their first jab or two and didn't feel great. started noticing some changes in their body, and they was like, look, I ain't going back to get this shit. You realize it was a never ending party, right? They said one, then they said two, then they said, okay, well, now you got to get some boosters. Then they tell you got to get a third or fourth one. Everybody was like, man, hey, the hell with that. But those same people, they can't really talk. They feel like they can't say much because, well, they still got the jab, but they just didn't get all of them because they lost faith in the pharmaceutical industry, in our healthcare system. A lot of people losing faith, and that's okay. You lose faith in them, get more faith in yourself. Get more faith in the Most High. All praise be to the Most High, Yahuwah Elohim. They didn't call him God in the old Bible, by the way. Yahuwah. You want to check it out. Yahuah. But that's for another time. That's for another story. Whoever you pray to, whoever your creator is, man, it's time to start getting in tune with that. Yeah, 2 cloves of garlic mixed in. I like the garlic. I'm a ginger guy myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people don't want to admit that they were wrong about the jab. A lot of egos. Boy, that ego is something else. Hey, and I understand. I get it. So now I have to be mindful that I don't want to be one of them I told you so kind of guys. I have to be welcoming to the people who feel like they did something against their own will. They feel like they got back. Because there's a lot of smart people who I know went and did this thing out of pressure. They went and got what everybody told them to get because there was so much pressure. And of course, you know, you want to feel like you're the first one to go get it. I'm gonna do it before everybody else. This is gonna be, I'm gonna be a Superman, right? I watch people now, they walking around with double masks on like they a superhero, right? Because they're doing their job for society. 2 masks, I'm helping you. That's such bullshit, man. I hate, we've been hoodwinked. We've been bamboozled. But that's all right, though. That's all right. We gonna have to. I think cooler heads are prevailing right now. If you see a lot of people around the world, a lot of people's tension, anger, stress is, boy, they ready to snap. I think some of it is how they talking to themselves behind closed doors. We are so hard on ourselves in the mirror at home that by the time you're ready to walk out the door, by the time you get ready to get your day started, you are walking on eggshells. Somebody blow on you the wrong way, you ready to snap. That's why everybody's so sensitive now, I think. And of course the food, they putting shit in the food, but that's MCGs, appreciate you checking in. You go ahead and handle what you got to do. I know it's midday on a Thursday, people got things to do, but if you checking in right now, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? My boy Deron, pride of the Seahawks, appreciate everybody showing up, clocking in. Even if you're here for 1 second or 2 seconds, if I can say something to spark your mind and creativity and spark you thinking in a different manner, I've done my job, right? I don't spend too much time on here, but if I come on here, I feel like whoever logged in and logged off, you was here for a reason. Welcome to the West Show. All based around West Juice, win with West, man. Health is wealth and not much else, man. Mental vitality, spiritual vitality, and of course physically, right? We get all that going, man. Ain't nothing nobody can tell us about ourselves. A lot of people went out here and got this poison put in themselves and their body because they didn't believe in their own self. They didn't believe that they had what it takes to cure themselves or whatever sickness and ailment they trying to put in the air. This is bio warfare, people. This ain't normal. People are passing away 40, 50 years old. Oh, he died of natural causes. One of the execs for the Miami Dolphins just passed away, 47 years old, of natural causes. What kind of natural causes are you dying from in your 40s? David Arnold, top tier comedian, just released his special on Netflix. Died, 54, natural causes. What natural causes? Y'all be careful out here. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna get too heavy into it because we can go down that rabbit hole all damn day long. Burning Man. Anybody went to Burning Man out there? I like to talk about that. That's for another podcast episode. Y'all check out my Spotify because the podcast will be going up soon. I appreciate y'all checking in. If y'all ain't got no questions for me, I'm probably about to log off, man. Hey, Soul, what's happening? Soul Ballard, wonderful MC and host the other day at the Faina for the Aurea Leaders event. That was pretty special, pretty phenomenal, especially seeing some black and brown folks up in there. What's your thoughts on that, Soul? I want to know your thoughts on the Aurea Leaders event this past weekend. A lot of healers were in the building. You know, Faina is such a illustrious hotel, one of the most expensive hotels on Miami Beach too, by the way. But we had Soul there, my boy Devon, the Black Airbender. We had Fab C, Fabienne from Megalit. She was there speaking. I believe we had another brother there, comedian. But aside from that, aside from the vendors, wasn't too many black folk in the building. Wasn't too many black and brown people there. Now, you know what? I'm not faulting anyone. Shout out to Jackson and Jeff. They hosted a great event. I appreciate them bringing us out. That's all love, but we got to call it for what it is, right? We got to really be honest about it. And when I walked in there, I didn't see too many representations of us outside of the vendors who were serving food, right? Even on the main stage for the event, wasn't a lot of us speaking. I'm speaking about the Oreo Leaders event this weekend, guys. A lot of y'all probably may not be privy to it, but it was basically a space for a lot of conscious leaders to come together for a weekend and talk about all sorts of things. Do Reiki. My man Devon had a activation there for his scalar breathing. It was really all about the connected consciousness, and I love it. I just don't like the fact that it's so commandeered by Caucasian faces. And I don't have anything against that, but I do know that we can bring some flavor and some culture into these spaces that they ain't never seen before. That's why I like, we host our Breathing and Bliss class, and I play the Afro beats. I play other music, because you go into some of these spaces, everything sound the same, y'all. Everything sound the same. Kind of like Hollywood, Kind of like Hollywood. We've seen every movie that a middle-aged white male can make. That's why Hollywood is struggling. Now they're looking for content everywhere. Who else got some content? Black Panther came out, Get Out. You saw black directors and producers and how we think and how we move. Oh, wow, this can be a hit. Yeah, it can be a hit. Give us the keys. We know how to drive the damn boat. So that's why we're here, man. Hey, look, sometimes you got to ruffle some feathers to get ahead in this game. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. We got some comments. So she said, yeah, we definitely need more of us on the main stage. Yeah, and also not a lot of women. You're right. I didn't see the divine feminine being showcased like that. So that's why, I went, I'm like the spook who sat by the door. I want to go see what everybody else doing so I can figure out how to do it in a more efficient way for us, that I'm not going to offend none of my people, right? And so, the Reggae Breathwork album, ooh, I like that. I like that, Devon. I got a little something myself. I call it R and breathing. Get it? R&B, R and breathing. Yeah. So let's connect on that, man, because we got to incorporate some of these, how we move musically, right? Music is a universal law of rhythm, right? We always make fun of white people. Oh, white people can't dance. It ain't white people can't dance. They're just on a different rhythm than us, huh? The universe is talking to them in a different manner, and that's okay. But I think we want to hear what we got to say, right? How will things look? What will a black Burning Man look like? All my Burning Man fans out there, people have been to Ibiza and Mykonos and all these spaces. What would a black run Burning Man look like? What would it feel like? Because we've seen everything. We've seen everything else. We've seen all the other shows. So I'm not bitter. I'm not speaking from a place of anger. I'm just speaking from a place of necessity, y'all. It's the nicest way you've ever heard it. Yeah, you got to put things. I still got to be a little bit politically correct. I don't want to scare everybody off, but we do have to address shit. And so, of course, shout out Soul and Devon. As I was saying, we had a consciousness weekend here in Miami at the Oreo Leaders event at the Faena Hotel, and it was a wonderful weekend, a lot of knowledge being spread, but once again, didn't see black and brown representation that much, and that's something that I like addressing. I do like addressing those instances because, sometimes people being uncomfortable talking about shit is the fastest way for us to get moving forward. Like Dick Gregory said, you got to be the agitator sometimes, right? The agitator, that's the middle thing. If anybody got a washing machine, you got the agitator right in the middle. You put the clothes around it. If you ain't got that agitator, you just got a bunch of wet, dirty clothes in the washing machine. You need that agitator to move it around, clean them clothes up a little bit. So that's what we're doing, man. I've been called here for a higher purpose. Still figuring out what that purpose is daily, but I know it's to help people, help my people who have been, forgotten about, left out. You watch a lot of these spaces here in Miami. A lot of people. I like Miami because they pour the cloak over a lot of people's eyes. You come to Miami, you think it's so Latino, huh? Hispanic, man. You got the Cubanos, Dominican Republic, man. They talk like that. Dun, 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 dun. But then you see how the money moving. This is a very Jewish town, huh? I know y'all feel me out there. Miami is Jewish. This is a Jewish city with a little Cuban Hispanic gold plating on it. But the money is Jewish. And that's okay. Hey, look, you gotta call it what it is. A lot of Russians here too. Russia came in pretty heavy buying up real estate and things like that. But you really get a sense of who's really calling the shots around here once you do your research. And so I realize there's a lot of assimilation here. A lot of people come talk about. I don't want to call Miami the most racist city I've been to, but it's a lot of racism here because of people. You got a lot of immigrants here. What do immigrants do when they come to the U.S.? They try to assimilate to the people who are calling the shots, right? So if you come here and you Cuban and you see and you want to be a Republican and you say, okay, Republicans, they do this, they act like this, they are very much about money. They don't really care about black people like that. You're going to do the exact same thing. I can't fault you. You just came in and did what you're supposed to do. I give an example all the time. The Fanjul family, Albert and Pepe Fanjul, they run the sugar industry. Domino Sugar, the U.S. sugar industry. These dudes is heavy in the sugar industry. They actually came from Cuba. Alfie is a Republican. His brother Pepe is a Democrat. They both got so much money, it don't matter who wins. They're both going to win. The company is going to win. Why? Because they give all this money to both sides. They're funding both sides of the party. So that's why I say Republican, Democrat, hey, two wings on the same bird. It really don't matter like that when you realize the money. You got it. Entourage clothing. I see it. It's a Jewish city. I ain't got nothing against the Jews. How they move, hey, that's how you acquire wealth. The dollar circulates in the Jewish community. The Jewish community, Chinese, boy, they sure know how to get that money, and they sure know how to make that money circulate within their community. So why can't I take that same mindset, that same structure, and apply it to our people, right? Economics. Dr. Claude Anderson talks about it. We got too much egos. Black folk, boy, I swear, hey, man, our ego is sky high. I watch all these folks go out and try to get PPP loans illegally, and you see how that's about to turn out. It's about to be a cold winter. About to be a cold winter. Yeah, you're right. You got to follow the paper trail. And the paper trail here in Miami led me back to the Jews. It is what it is. Early 80s, late 70s, it's a very Jewish town. You know, we had a big migration of Cubans that came here, and they like to give the illusion. It's an illusion that this city is so diverse and so multicultural, which it is, but it's not very inclusive. It can be, you can have a multicultural city and it not be inclusive at all. All right, so understand that. But I'm just talking, you know, I ain't bitter. I'm not angry any bit. I gotta always preface that, like, hey, I'm not speaking from anger. I speak from facts. I went to school for journalism. I really enjoy facts. People don't mess with facts like that no more. People just, how you feel is going to depend on how you take that information that day. And so we living in strange times right now where even when people are presented with the facts, they still don't want to believe it. Cognitive dissonance. And it is what it is. But one thing that you can't deny, West Juice. West Juice is good for you, y'all. Wesley.com. Y'all go check it out. Gut health, vitality, help your brain. So much sugar in the food that we eating today that we really not even processing. You might be thinking a whole different kind of way because of the food. Shout out to Paige Parsons Roche, the vegan community. Speaking of which, yeah, so a lot of this food, a lot of these sugary drinks that we got going on, a lot of this fast food is really killing our mental. I'm more worried about the kids. I'm more worried about the youth because if you 10, 11, 12, I got two 8-year-olds, right? Make sure they stay off the fast food because that stuff. They putting all type of stuff in the food, man. Got to be more careful. That's why I'm leading everybody to my website. I had to do this for everybody because I can't take the knowledge that I have and sit on it, right? If I know we eating some bullshit, why can't I tell you about, hey, man, you eating some bullshit right there, right? You know that, right? Take it how you want it. Some people take offense to it. My father, he takes offense to it. My dad, he definitely takes offense to me talking about how he eat. Hey, Dad, you can't eat a whole slab of ribs and pork chops with no vegetables and wash it down with a Diet Coke. That's not good for you. Oh, I've been doing this, boy. Don't you tell me how to eat, don't you? I love you, Pops. I love you, man. You know, some people ain't no more hope for. I don't even really, hey. Thankfully, my mom has started to get on the ginger train, beets, kale, superfoods, of course, the West Juice. You know what I'm saying? Haji, my dog. You already know what time it is, man. We got to elevate our mind, and it starts with the stomach, man. Our gut is the second brain. What y'all think y'all gonna do? You out here chewing up this pork. It's killing your insides. Parasites attacking your brain. It's really more. It's a lot more cynical than you think. But I mean, I'm just here to provide a little bit of another perspective. That's all. That's all Uncle Wes is here for, y'all. I don't want to ruffle no feathers. I appreciate everybody logging in, joining us. I heard it's good for the algorithm if I go live occasionally, so that's what I try to do. I get on here and answer a couple questions. People had some really good questions about the jab. People, I was talking about the jab earlier. There's some people who feel almost ashamed that they got the first 2 doses of the jab. Body started feeling funny. They realize immediately maybe they had made a mistake, and then they don't tell anybody. They don't talk about it anymore. There is vaccine guilt going on out there. And we need to address that, because I want y'all to know y'all can still come on to this side, y'all. Come over to the health and holistic side where we talk about taking care of our body on our own, about an alkaline diet, what gut health looks like, the benefits of fasting. We can talk about it all right? Don't feel bad. That's why I try to say this message. I don't want to alienate anybody. I don't want to criminalize anyone. But a lot of people have been hoodwinked, bamboozled. I mentioned earlier that I got a neighbor from Italy who had to go get his mama, because Italy is mandating these jabs, so you got to get 4 of them, I believe. So now it's up to 4. You got to get 4. And he went and got his mom because she had some complications after she got the first 2. Very, very, very healthy woman. Doesn't eat any fast food. They actually got their own garden over there in Italy, but she all of a sudden starts getting sick after these jabs. Major headaches, lesions on the body. And so my boy, he said, I ain't playing that shit. I'm going to get my mama. He went and got her and brought her back. But these are extreme circumstances, guys. This shit is going on out here. Somebody made a meme the other day. It almost feel like we're not really living in real life right now. I feel like everything fake, doesn't it? How things are moving. So this is definitely a time you want to get your mind right. This is definitely a time where you want to start grasping onto what's real. Real relationships, real conversations. I just had I'm okay. I'm talking about it. I just had an 8-minute conversation with my dad. I'm pretty sure that was probably the most uncomfortable 8 minutes he's had all week. Now, if I've done my job, he don't want to talk about deeper shit. He don't want to talk about things that actually matter, and that's okay. A lot of people are like that. My pops, he one of them kind of guys that wants to replay the same instances over and over. How I didn't listen to him when I was 19 and 20 in college, and how everything I ever told him, I ain't never listened to him. He looks at the negative, and it's okay. I'm like, Pops, you can look at it like that, or we can move forward and talk about all the things I did learn. Not a day goes by where I don't mention something I learned from my dad. But he don't care about that. He care about the couple times where I didn't listen, and that's what he's going to harp on mentally for a long time. So I said, Pops, hey, you're going to be who you are. I can't convince you otherwise. I love you anyway, right? I shower him with love, because a lot of black men don't get showered with enough love. So I don't get mad. I don't fight fire with fire and argue with my dad. I'm like, what, Pops, you right. I love you, man. My dad, he lost his mom when he was 12 years old, 13. And so I have to understand that from a black man coming up in the 60s and early 70s without his mama around looking for his place in the world, hey, he had to grow up a certain kind of way. And so I had to respect that. I love my dad to death, but he's not the biggest nurturer in the world. I wouldn't call my father a nurturer, right? So thank goodness I had my mom around to bring that balance. I always think about balance. That's how I live my life. The Way of the Superior Man, one of my favorite books. I try to balance out exactly how I'm acting. I have a daughter now, right? For all my fellas out there who are girl dads, you got a little girl, you learn real quick how to deal with the divine feminine, right? Our way of problem solving has always been cutthroat and tough it out and all that stuff. But you have a little girl, you're going to really learn about yourself. You're going to learn about your communication skills, okay? You're going to learn about your own ego. Get out your own way. Self-sabotage. That's what I talk about. I'm the king of self-sabotage, y'all. I've done everything that you could possibly do to ruin your own chances at good stuff happening, right? I've done that. So, like I said, my one of my favorite quotes is that a smart man learns from the mistakes that he's made, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Okay? I became wise over these past few years. I can watch everybody else messing up, and I can learn of what you're doing wrong, and I can move forward amicably with that information. So that's why I come on here. That's why I get on here and talk about, man. I'm not really just spewing nonsense, right? I study. I do my research. I know about health and wealth, right? The packaging ain't gonna be like this not for long. You know, this is just to get it to you right now. This ain't gonna be the same packaging you see in Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. And I don't do this for the money. You see, 3333 get you a travel size pack, man. We ain't breaking the bank with this. We're just trying to get y'all healthy. And that's another place where I get a lot of pushback from people when I talk about healthy eating and meditation. Oh no, I'm good. I drink water. Some people go to a whole buffet, drink a bottle of water at the end. They think they've done their job. So, you know, I can't. Everybody ain't gonna go. If I talk to 100 people, I say maybe 5 or 10 and really grasp onto what I'm saying and come away with maybe more questions, a different mindset, or something like that. And that's a pretty good percentage. But most people are gonna go back to exactly the way that they were. They're gonna convince themselves that what they're doing is right, and that's how they're gonna operate. So, you know, everybody can't go. You can't get frustrated. You can't get caught trying to bring people along who don't want to go. That means family. That means people in relationships. If you feel yourself entering a higher space of consciousness and people ain't ready to take that trip, now is the time. Hey, look, you ain't got no more time to waste. That's what another part of my life that has really opened up is me cutting off these relationships don't mean nothing immediately. Like if somebody, you know, hey, I wasn't one of my homeboys like, hey, man, I hold a grudge. If you do something to me that's messed up and you have impeded my progress spiritually or financially or some kind of way, and you did it knowing what, you know, and your intention behind that was to do that, oh, you get cut off. It ain't no thing. We keep this train moving. Ain't no hard feelings. I don't have anything bad to say about you, but I have to move on, and you are not invited on the train no more. A lot of people who too nice out there. A lot of kind people, even on my live right now, people who checked in. I just know a lot of kind people who you guys have really good hearts. And sometimes that good heart in this day and age is gonna get you left behind. It's gonna get you cut. You gonna get burned with that good heart. I got a great heart. I'm a very kind person, but I'm also aware. I see that a lot of people don't have great intentions out here. I see that a lot of people would rather scam and scheme than to work their way towards prosperity. So, you know, what world are we living in, y'all? Take time to really calm your nerves, calm your mind, see what's around you, see what's real, right? Take some deep breaths. Shout out to my boy Devon, the Black Airbender, man. We all about the breath. Breath is life. Even as I'm talking, I got to remember to take deep breaths in between me and each sentence because sometimes you just talking, blowing out hot air. You ain't getting no new oxygen there. You ain't getting no new information downloaded in your brain from this oxygen that they trying to keep us from with the mask. That's a whole nother subject. But anyway, happy Thursday, guys. I'm about to get on up out of here. I'll probably be on here another couple minutes. 3 o'clock. I'll give it to 3 o'clock. We're gonna rock till 3, all right? How that sound? Y'all got any questions, leave them in the comment section, man. I appreciate everybody who's bought a badge. Also, go to silentvictimsofcrime.org, our charity organization. Such a wonderful organization, man, led by the awesome Paulette Pfeiffer, a.k.a. Tinkerbell. And, of course, we work with the children of incarcerated persons. So these kids have one or both parents who are behind bars, and we take them and do awesome activities outside of the community, man. We take them swimming. We've taken them to the opera. We've built robots. We have architects that come by and talk to them, man. We do a little bit of everything, man. So y'all check us out, silentvictimsofcrime.org. We blowing up, because now is the time. We got a bunch of little geniuses on our hands. And so now I see really the effect of positive self-esteem, right? Positive reinforcement for people. You'd be surprised how many people never play on a team like me. I'm fortunate enough to have played on teams. I've been around sports, and so you get instant gratification when you do something good on the field or on the court. I've been a victim to that. That's why I love that. Score a basket, everybody cheers. Catch the ball, score a touchdown, everybody go crazy. I did it. We got a little pause for connection. All right. Yeah, so like I said, man, I did all that stuff. A group called the Wide Awakes, interesting stuff. Okay, I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna check them out. The Wide Awakes. Uh oh. Speak of the angel. Yeah. Somebody want to join and be in the live. Uh-oh. There we go.
Hi. Hello there.
There we go. Hold up. Let me take my headphones out of here for. Hold on. Now I gotta put the headphones in. What's up,
Yes,
gang?
Media and I are always together. Always.
Yeah.
It's like mother and daughter.
I see. You guys are so beautiful together. We love it. I was just talking about you guys.
I know. That's why I requested to be live with you, because I heard you. And I figured that what better person to have on than Tinkerbell, right?
Right on time.
Hi,
Tinkerbell.
big
Right after I dropped the whole bio on you, everybody got to know a little bit about Tinkerbell, and poof, here you come right here on the live. Hold on.
Live and in person.
Yeah. So tell us, Tinkerbell, what we got popping over there at the SVC offices today? What are we doing?
Right now, we should walk you around the entire office because these are our new offices.
Let's
we
see
just
it.
3 weeks ago.
Woo! Yeah, we in there.
Let me switch out the camera around so that way.
Okay,
I can
give us a little tour, please do that.
So we will start.
You're getting so excited.
Yeah, hey, y'all, we got a new space. We were located in Coral Gables for a while.
Today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not gonna show. I'll just show like this so that way.
Okay. So
Tinkerbell says she's not wearing her heels. Okay.
come on in.
Tinkerbell is off every bit of 4'11".
Hold on. Let me go like this.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to We Stand for Kids, Silent Victims of Crime. Come on in.
Hey.
So
Entrance. We're not expecting company, so it may be a little messy, but come on in.
It's okay.
It's the director's office.
this is Tinkerbell's office.
As you can see, we just received another $25,000 check donation.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
And last week we received another $25,000 gift donation.
And we're going to receive another one before the week is out. I'm speaking it into existence right now.
Yes.
Who out there is going to give us another donation before the week is out?
Well, do you want to say anything about, because the big check that you just saw was kind of special because it was part of a commission of a sold unit, right? Of a sold house.
I saw that. I think I did see that on Instagram.
Yeah.
One of our board members actually committed to every time he makes a deal for the next few months, he's going to convince the buyer and seller to give a donation. So this is the second $25,000 donation we received from selling a condo in South Beach.
Wow.
And that's committed all the way through December.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then keep your eyes open for our save the date for the tournament. We're going to have a poker tournament. And it'll be an international poker tournament, and everyone will be invited if they've got money in their pocket.
All right, now, come on.
What is the money going to? Let's be honest.
Going to Silent Victims of Crime, which is the program that initiated We Stand for Kids, which is a program for children of prisoners, so that these children do not go to prison. And they go to college and technical schools and learn to dance for fun.
All that. Yeah, we do it all, baby, over here at SVC. You know what I'm saying? We're not a one-stop shop.
Some of our graduates. These are graduates. As a matter of fact, these children here are the children of our graduates. We've been around for 26 years. So the children of our graduates are in our program now.
Wow. A whole nother generation, guys, has benefited from this wonderful program and charity. You gotta love it. I'm so blessed that Media and I are part of this. You know, we actually traveled back to Anderson, South Carolina, saw some of the kids there. You know, this is a worldwide movement. You can see the roots have been grown. Thank you, Miss Tinkerbell, Miss Paulette Pfeiffer. She is the life that breathes into SVC. Well, ain't no SVC
Wait
without
a minute. Wait a minute, little brother. If it wasn't for you in media, we wouldn't be here where we are today.
Oh.
So,
we appreciate it.
Anyway, our little area for our art supplies.
So you see a lot of the art that the kids have created.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some artists in the crew. You know, we try to tap into whatever talents and passions they may have, and let them explore that. You know, a lot of times the school system likes to tell kids, you need to be good at this, you need to be good at that. But what are they good at naturally? What moves their soul? And painting seems to be one of those things, huh? Wouldn't you say, Media?
Yep. And you know what's cool about it is that you see all this love. We don't tell the children to do this. Like, this is what comes out when we just give them a brush, some colors, and this is what comes out. And it's all about love, 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 as you see.
Hey,
Beautiful and
hey,
love.
we ain't got nothing if we ain't got love, y'all. Hey, that's what it's about. Y'all check us out, silentvictimsofcrime.org. If you ever want to volunteer, you want to donate, y'all know what
He's
time it
putting
is.
up my art too.
Oh,
This is our artist in the
yeah.
So that's
that
mine.
trains our children to be more involved with their own emotions and their feelings and showing it on a canvas. We love that.
Thank you,
We love it,
Tinkerbell,
love it.
shouting me.
Beautiful artwork there,
Media
Media.
joy.
Media is a published, sold
I love
artist, right?
you. All that song.
Yeah, you sold a painting. You sold a painting
Yes,
recently,
I
right,
did,
Media?
and yes,
This is
Okay.
only the beginning.
this
You
is
guys caught me today without any makeup and no heels. Like, this is not easy.
Yeah, don't nobody care about that, Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. We love you just the way you are.
I ain't got my makeup on today either, so we even. We even. I wasn't able to put my
Stay right
foundation
there.
on.
Stay right there.
All right, so we have.
Oh, okay. Guys, I want you to meet Maricela,
Maricela.
administrator.
Hi, Maricela.
To make sure that everything runs smoothly.
Yeah,
It does.
And now,
it takes
So
a village.
Tinkerbell, talk a little bit about, because you've been doing this program a little over 20 years. What are our?
let's take a quick finish.
Oh, she wants to show you all the people
tour.
that are here.
Yes.
Yes, because we have quite a lot of.
We want you to meet.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
this is
Chrissy.
Chrissy. Wes,
Nice to meet
you. Hi, you're
Nice to
live
meet you.
on IG.
Yeah, millions of people are watching this right now. No big deal.
That's Wes for you. He does it all the time. So Chrissy is in charge of the Care Court program and the FCI program, which is our new program that we're going to be doing in prison, bringing the children to visit their parents in the family.
That's a big deal right there, Tinkerbell. The FCI program has been approved, guys. We are going into the prisons doing programs with the inmates and the kids. Never before done in the U.S. We will be the first ones doing this kind of program. Ain't that right, Tink?
Absolutely. The very first one in a federal prison.
Yeah, because that's how we do at FCC.
Program.
That's how we do, baby. We go big or go home. You know what I'm saying? We got to put our all into this thing. We got a leader like Tinkerbell who's willing to lead us into battle, so to speak, for whatever we may endure. I love it.
Now you got to come and meet Han.
Yes,
Han is
and
a
Han,
friend.
Wesley, you met Han.
Hey, huh?
Who walked in to save us from ourselves, because things are falling through the crack, and we make sure that through people like Han, that comes in, it helps us through the very tough time of just moving to a new location and doing the things that need to not fall through the cracks. And then let me take you to show you.
There we go. We love it. Thank you, hon. We love all the help, all hands on deck.
Thank you
so much. Very nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I was telling media earlier today, because yesterday Diana Venturini came to visit, and when she walked in, I was noticing that we have these gorgeous women here. It looks more like a modeling agency than an office for children of prisoners, which is what we do, by the way.
So, Tink, can you share a little bit about how you started this?
Well, Silent Victims of Crime was born as We Stand for Kids, as We Stand for Kids, which was a program dedicated solely to finding children who had a parent in prison. And it took us several years to find the first 12 children that would acknowledge by the school, by the parents, by the caregivers, that they actually existed and what they were going through in their life because of the incarceration. And that was in the 1980s, early 80s. And we started looking at the population of what happens to the children of prisoners. And we found out so much in the last 26 years that we're getting ready to lobby, make a new bill that protects the children of prisoners at the time of arrest.
Yep. That's incredible.
That's incredible. I just posted the website here, the work that Tinkerbell has been doing, and all of us collectively cannot be understated, guys. This is a problem that's very prevalent in a lot of communities across the U.S. And, we're doing our part to kind of to kind of raise the vibrations, uplift the spirits of these kids who may not have a lot of other options in other areas to see things outside of their environment. Yeah, look at T. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's all hey, look, we a big family here, and it's all about comfort, being comfortable. You know, things might get a little stressful sometimes, but that's okay. You know, we all here. We all here for a greater purpose, and
Big table, let's use it.
we got a big table. Let's use it. That's what I'm talking about, man. So if anybody wants to get involved, y'all see the website here, silentvictimsofcrime.org. We look forward to meeting with everyone who wants to be involved. We got some of the most amazing kids, the brightest minds. They got a bright future ahead of them. I'm just, fortunate enough to have been around to see some of these success stories, man. It's really amazing to see. It can't be understated. What you got there, Tink?
The success stories
Success stories from our leaders. Yeah.
This is the first 12 children in our program in 2002. So down here,
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
20 years ago, you can see the children when they were 5 and 6.
Yes.
And who they are today.
Oh, wow. This is so cool.
It's crazy, huh?
I think we might have met some of them in
Yes,
South
you
Carolina.
did. You met most of them. You just can't recognize them because they're now parents.
Wow. Some of our kids and had kids. That's
crazy.
That's what it's about. Family environment, breaking, generational chains of maybe poverty and impoverishment, right? If that's a word. And of course, incarceration, something that we are not, we're not lost on the fact that a lot of the kids who are being incarcerated are Black and brown children. That's something we don't like to focus on, but it's something that is a reality that we all have to face each and every day, all right? And so for somebody like Tinkerbell, who doesn't look like us, to come in with such a full head of steam and say, I want to do something special for these kids. I want, these kids deserve a shot too. That is what it takes. That is people like you who make the world remarkable. I tell people all the time, Tink, you made me believe in the good of the world again, because you didn't have to go out of your way and do that. And a lot of these kids wouldn't be in the positions that they're in had it not been for you. So, we got to give you your flowers while you're here, because you generated a lot of inspiration in me. I know media as well, but, it takes a lot of endurance and motivation to do what you do. So.
By the way, this is not a paid commercial.
Not yet. It ain't. You better run it up.
We're all here because we want to be here. And I think that when you look at the statistics, the national statistics, 72% of children of prisoners go to prison, which means 6 to 7 times more likely than any other child to go to prison if they don't have a parent in prison. So it changes the world when you prevent those 6 to 7 times more likely to become giving citizens instead of taking citizens. And these children have become the pride and joy of our world. And watching these children grow up, for all of us, from media and Wes and all of us in our offices, we're 20 and only 6 get paid out of the 20 staff. So you have to understand that this is definitely a world of love that really cares about what happens to the children of prisoners. So we've kept them out of prison all these years. And these kids now are in their late 20s, middle to late 20s. And they started when they were 5 and 6.
Yes.
Success story. Success story. The truth is in the pudding. What they say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Okay, the truth is in the pudding. Tinkerbell, you are executing at a phenomenal level. There's no reason why this organization shouldn't be one of the biggest in the country, but you're so humble and you're so giving, that the time is coming. Everything is going to happen in due time, but we appreciate you letting us be a part of this journey. And we're excited about where we can take this thing. I know I'm excited.
Yes.
Well, guys, don't forget the poker tournament will be December 10th, and it will bring in international poker players, and all monies will be donated to Silent Victims of Crime, and we stand for kids.
Hey, little poker tournament. Y'all come in and show your hand at the table. We might have a couple blackjack tables. I don't know. We might even incorporate some fantasy football. Who knows? Because I see a lot of people betting on the fantasy football, and they coming to me asking me for my suggestions. So hey, this is your chance. Y'all buy a couple tickets to the poker tournament. I'll help you out. All right. Well, thank you, Tinkerbell. I know it's such a joy to see you all the time, and I'm glad that my followers get to see your face, put a name to the face, because you are what the organization embodies. So thank you. We're probably gonna have to do this once a week. Can I lock you down once a week to do a live with me on the show? I think everybody would agree. They want to see you. You're a big hit. You're a superstar, Tink. We can't hold back no longer. Okay, it is what it is.
Do not hold back.
Mm-hmm.
Go for your dreams, all of you. And
Go
when you
for
help someone else, part of your dream is already accomplished.
Woo.
First college.
That was
Woo. Don't let that go over y'all head. When you help somebody else, part of your dream is already accomplished, y'all. Oh, we gonna. Hey, I can't follow that. We got to end it on that one, Tink. I love you. Love you to death. You guys keep working hard over there. Keep doing everything that you do. Media Joy, keep shining bright. You guys are a dynamic duo together. I appreciate yes. We're giving y'all a round of applause. We're giving y'all flowers right here, right now, because you deserve it. Okay, and I know it's hard. I know it gets hard sometimes, and I know it's tedious work and it's arduous for the both of you guys. But you come together and you make it happen, and that's what it's all about. Because you only fail when you quit. Okay, if you don't give up, then we always in the game, right? You got to be in it to win it. So, thank you guys. Love y'all.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
for everything you do.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I do a little something.
Yeah,
But it ain't
I
about
was
me.
gonna
It ain't about me. It's about y'all.
No, he doesn't do much, guys. It's just that when he walks in the room, somehow or other, it's like a magnet. The kids start climbing on him. So I would say that their world changes just by meeting Western Media. So love you guys. And thank you for being here today.
Thank y'all. That's a wrap. Much love. Catch y'all later. SVC.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and hang it on up. Right on. That was beautiful. Almost shed a tear right there, man. Hope y'all got a little something out of that. SilentVictimsOfCrime.org, Tinkerbell and Media are phenomenal at what they do. This organization is really just starting to grow its legs. It's been around for a while, but we're really starting to, figure out who we are, create an identity, and that's really important for a lot of people now. People want to be. It's a very important time for people to feel like they are part of something, for people to be connected to other people who are trying to move in the direction they're trying to move, man, because I see a lot of people being held back by people in their community. A lot of folks, even in your family, some people don't believe in what you believe in, man. So now it's time to branch out and be ourselves. That's the only way we're going to be happy. You ain't going to be happy on Instagram trying to emulate everything you see, watching 1,000 TikTok videos a day, trying to figure out what the next trend is. Like, you got to find yourself first. That's what it's about, man. I'm done talking, y'all. Appreciate you joining me. This will be going up live on YouTube and on Facebook. Wesley.com. Obviously, if you want to get you some more of that West juice in your system, health is wealth and not much else. What's up, man? That's my time, y'all. I love you. Be cool.